Oh, hello, Kristen. My name's Callie Hansen. This week in counseling, a part of the discussion assignment was to make a response discussion post for a peer. I really liked yours, so I picked you. You first point out that it is the APA's requirement that we as professional counselors understand and learn theory. Your second point you make is that knowing theory helps us develop our own personal framework. The feedback I got on my original post from the professor was that it not only helps us develop a framework, but it helps us individualize our therapy, our counseling for our unique client situations. The third point you bring up is that without theory, we do not have an evidence-based practice. And I love how the author of our book, I think it's Gladding, I'll link it down below. I love how the author says what defines us, what makes us different as professional counselors from the next door neighbors, just giving sage advice, is the fact that we have this evidence, this theory in our toolbox that we can share. We can provide really good proven practice. And just to emphasize that, I wanted to bring in what Hansen says is the epidemiology of mental health has been put in the DSM and several other resources. We know that when a client starts with depression, there is a trajectory of this mental illness, and we can either pause it, help it, hinder it, make it worse, depending on what we do in between, depending on what the client does in between. What I kind of pointed out in my main post was that by using cognitive behavioral therapy, we start here and we pretty much know where it's going to end and when we've been successful. And even if it's not 100%, we do know through empirical data, tons of correlational studies, that with this process, we start with depression and we end in a better spot than we started. All right, Kristen, it was great watching your video. Now I'm gonna go clean up my office. See you next time. Bye.